Hey guys, welcome back to another disc golf video. Today we have got a very big box here of a lot of discs from my friends over at Lore. If you guys haven't checked them out, go and check out their website. I've been working with them for a really long time. Great dudes and great product. So they hooked me up with a whole bunch of discs now that they know that I'm open bag and trying a whole bunch of new things. So we're going to go through some of these. Some of them are fully dyed. Some of them have their cool new foil stamps on them and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited. If you guys just like looking at pretty discs, then you're going to love this video. So let's get into it. You can see there's a bunch of freaking stuff in here. So let's go right off the bat. This one's pretty cool. I'm excited for this one. It's a zone, but it's from a Ledgestone drop 2021. And you can see their little stamp right here on the front. It's got a red stamp on it, pretty cool. I've thrown the zone a little bit. I need to get some more work in it because it does feel good backhand and forehand. So I'm excited to throw the zone more. And this one is pretty sick that they sent here. Now this is a disc that I've been wanting to throw for a long time. And when I used to play with Paul Ulibarri during the summers when he was in town, he always threw a green mantis, and I was always like, man, I think I would love a mantis. So they sent me out a mantis with this super sick orange and yellow scheme on it. I cannot wait to throw this disc. You guys know that I love flippy discs, and I think that this one will work pretty good there. So mantis, really stoked on that one. Now this, you guys know that I've been putting with roaches, but in my tournament this weekend, I missed at least 10 putts within the circle. I felt very unconfident, so I'm going back to Keystones. But I like the way that the roach feels, and I have always wanted to throw a roach. So this right here is a Z-Flex roach with the little Lore stamp on the bottom. Super rad. Can't wait to throw this thing. When I started playing again a couple years ago, there was a guy who was just throwing a roach like this, a Z-Flex roach, all over the course. And I was like, dude, what the heck is that? How are you throwing that so far? So I'm excited to go out and throw this and see what we can do with it. I'm really stoked that they sent me that one. This disc, I've had some of you guys mention this. This was one of their favorite discs, and they wanted me to give it a try. This is the Hooligan Discs Yeet, which is a hilarious name. It's a 12.5 -1.3, so I imagine that, are those the numbers of a destroyer? I think that it's somewhere around there. So this will be a bomber one. We'll have to go out to like Renaissance or something like that and get some big throws in, but super cool green and black dye on that one. Really rad. Again, they do amazing stuff, y'all. So if there's like a certain disc that you really love or a certain mold that you really love that you know is never going to leave your bag, you can spend a little bit more money, get them to throw a cool dye on it, and just have it for a really long time. As I was mentioning roaches, here's a really cool Jawbreaker one that's got the stamp on the bottom there. Just a straight up Fireball, which was one of their favorite discs. And they said that they really wanted me to just try it out. So again, a lot of these are dyed, which shows their like craftsmanship, and the other part is just them being friends and wanting to send over discs that they love and wanted me to try. So the Fireball is going to be, I imagine, kind of like a Felon. I think it might be a little bit less stable, but super cool green one, and it's got their white stamp on there. Really cool. Excited to throw that as well. There are some discs in here that I've been wanting to throw for a long time, so I was really excited that they sent them over, and this is one of those. This is the Scorch. So the Scorch, I believe, I think it's like a -2.2, something like that. I don't have all the numbers on it, but this feels like a disc that I would love to just pump on, get a good flight out of. They were like, you would love the Scorch. So really excited about that. Super sick dye on this one too. Really amped to go out and throw that Scorch right there. I think that it's going to be a disc that I am going to love. Now this one is just sick in so many different regards. Look at that. We got a 6-claw Malta, and it's got the double foil on the back. This disc feels really good. It feels like you're going to be able to put some power behind it. I know it's a little bit more stable for mid-ranges, and normally I throw more neutral mid-ranges, but because I throw more neutral mid-ranges, I have a spot for a more stable one for like hyzers or to throw and know that it's going to cut left for me. So excited to throw this Malta. It also does feel good on forehands, And I don't like throwing neutral mids on forehands that much unless it's like Annie's. So excited to put some work in with that. That one seems like it's gonna be really nice, and it's just a sick disc. Like I definitely want that one in my bag. This is a disc that I have been wanting to throw, and again, it's one of those discs where I'm like, I feel like this would stick in my bag. This is a Undertaker. Look how sick that looks. Undertaker right here. Got the white stamp on the bottom. It's got the money foil. This is going to be one that I think I'm really gonna like. 9.5 -1.2. This seems like it's one step above a cicada or something like that. So definitely gonna like this. This will be when I need to push it just a little bit further. I guess the cicada is a 7-speed, but will be a similar flight. So I've been loving the cicada, so I think this is gonna be a great like addition to that slot. Like, okay, I need to throw it a little bit further, so I'm gonna grab this disc and throw it. This one is freaking sick too. This is a ESP, right? Isn't that what this is? Captain's Raptor. You guys know that I was a big Felon fan, and the Raptor obviously is like freaking incredible, and the Captain's Raptor being more stable, we'll be able to throw it on some cool shots. Love the green on green, really, really rad. Again, that stamp on the bottom, and supporting Yuli with that one. Now this next disc, y'all, I don't know if I want to show it to y'all yet. I'm not going to show it to you yet. This disc right here that I'm touching is easily the sickest disc that they have ever sent me. So I'm gonna save that one. That one's a little bit of a surprise for the end of the video. Now we have this pretty rad one too. This is another one of Yuli's Raptors. This is not the Captain's Raptor, so I think that I'll definitely like this, especially after I can break it in a little bit. And honestly, I don't know if you guys have been, how long y'all been watching me, but probably 3 years ago, I had a purple Felon that was my go-to. Man, I knew that disc inside and out. I'd thrown it so many times, and this just reminds me of that. I think I'm really, really gonna like this disc, and the die is just freaking incredible on it. Next, I'm amped for this too, because I know a lot of people have been wanting me to throw this Luna. So this one, they didn't do a die on the front of it, kept it with the silhouette, and then got the foil on the back. So the Luna I'm excited to throw. It's a little bit deeper, but I know that this is like one of the, I wouldn't doubt this is one of the most popular throwing putters ever. I've seen Paul throw it friggin' far. So I'm excited to throw this, and in relation with that Roach, I think that the Luna's a little bit more stable. We'll see how they both fly. The Roach is a little bit more shallow. So I'm excited to get out and do some work with those, honestly, because I've been wanting to throw both of those putters. This just looks like freaking sick. So this is a Buzz. This is a 5.4 -1.1. Why did I think that the Buzz SS was 5.4 -1.1? Maybe I'm missing it, but this feels good. This also feels like it'd be really good for some touchy forehands. Excited for this one. Red on red, super rad, and then again with their foil on there. Stoked to mess around with that one. Obviously, I've thrown the Buzz a little bit, but I'm ready to get out and just start putting in some work. You know what I mean? And then next, excited for these two. This is another ESP Captain's Raptor, I believe. Yep. And this one has one of their really cool foils on it. They have a stamp for this one. I'm not sure what it was called again, but it is really viney, and it's just so freaking cool. So excited to get out, throw this one too. Love the way that this plastic feels. I think that this will be definitely a staple forehand disc for me when I need to deal with wind and just really, really pushing something out there. Another one that I've been looking forward to throw. They did send me a lot of Discraft because they're Discraft fans, but again, like the Yeet was in here, the Fireball was in here, and then there's some other discs in here as well that aren't Discraft that I'm excited to throw too. This is a Corey Ellis Tour Series 2023 Force. This is one that I think will be like a distance forehand disc for me because it feels really good there. Feels good backhand too, but as I do like the touch test, you know, where you grab a disc, and if you are proficient in forehand and backhand, you grab a disc and you always like grip it and then you move to a forehand. This one feels like a good forehand disc for me. So let me know if any of you guys forehand the Force, because this one seems like it's going to be money. And I am very much so excited about it. Now this disc is freaking cool. I think this one is going to be fun. This is a Discmania splice. Yes, I know it's freaking overstable. I mean, board flat. You guys know that I throw my Justice, and honestly, this reminds me a lot of the Justice that's in my bag. It's this glimmery type of plastic, very overstable. I would definitely have a use for this, especially playing in woods, being able to chop over on things and throw some even backhand flex lines to make gaps bigger. Excited to throw the splice. Let me know if you guys throw the splice, because I played with a guy this weekend who threw a splice a couple of times, and it seems like a crazy, crazy disc. Now here's another disc that I am definitely ready to mess around with, because you guys know I love understable stuff. We've got the Heat. Okay, so this, I mean, this die is heat. You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous. So it's a 9.6 -3 1, which I think might be the numbers of the diamond, but I think this will be a little bit more stable. I'm ready to get out and throw this thing though. Throw some sick hyzer flips. I haven't like thrown hyzer flips in a while. I've been throwing like baby hyzers that like turn over a little bit. I miss throwing things on hyzer that flip up and push and turn right. I'm gonna get back to that, okay? That was like one of the things that made me love disc golf when I started playing again, was shaping shots, and I feel like I've just been trying to throw it straight too much lately. So excited for that. We've got a glitch here. You guys know what's up with this. Super cool little stamp on there too. Just nice and easy, nice and simple. The glitch is one that I've thrown a little bit, but I am ready to have it in my bag for some more like just, I don't know, 80-foot, really touchy shots to throw in there, and I don't know, it seems like it's pretty consistent, so excited to mess around with this one too. We've got, oh, I know some of y'all are going to be excited for this, because I've seen people telling me I need to throw it. Cloudbreaker, Discmania Cloud, look at this. Oh yeah, Cloudbreaker right there, got a foil on the back of it too. Now I know that Cloudbreaker, like whenever they have these, like it says it's the creator series. So is the Cloudbreaker a DD3? Is that what it is? Or is it something else? Like I don't know how that works, but I've seen a lot of people saying you need to throw a Cloudbreaker. So having this, I'm excited to go out and maybe break some clouds. I always thought Cloudbreakers are super cool, seeing Eagle throw them and stuff. Now this one, we got the Kratos. I've actually been wanting to mess around with this disc. It feels really, really good as a putting putter, but I'm going to stick with the Keystones. Even if I find other things that feel good, Keystones have turned me into the best putter that I've ever been. Like literally, putting with Keystones, I have made so many strokes. I've done so good in tournaments because of those discs. I'm not switching, but I am excited to have like more throwing putters, especially more stable ones and things like that, to be able to get to good places. Got the lure stamp on the back of that one, super sick. And I think what I'm going to end up doing with this that I think y'all will like is going out and doing a Paul Macbeth video where I'm throwing all of his molds. I think that'll be a lot of fun for us. This one, they just told me they wanted me to have this. Got the super cool stamp on the back, the Zeus. Like, hey, I want you to go try a Zeus. So I know this was in his line as well, so I'm going to go throw that. Zeus thing feels like a freaking beast, man. Feels like a monster of a disc. And don't forget, I've got this special one that I cannot wait to show you guys, that I know y'all are going to really, really love. Now we've got the Hades here with the matching foil on the inside as well. The Hades is one that I have in my bag currently, that I got like off a used rack or something, so excited to have a new one. I've been throwing some bomb forehands with it, like nice flip up and turns, but I think it'll be a driver that I can get some distance with as well. So definitely excited to have a Hades that I can put some work in with, get out and really learn. I noticed as I'm doing this, like I threw hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shots with all my other discs, and so I have so many tournaments and so many rounds worth of confidence with those, that this weekend when I played with like a full open bag, I just wasn't confident in any disc. I'd grab it and I'd be like, I think I know what this does, and it definitely affected my performance. Here we've got an Athena. This is definitely one that I've been wanting to throw as well. Super sick stamp on this thing, like freaking nuts. Big Z Athena here with the matching stamp on the inside. excited to get out and throw this one too. That's another one that I've heard a lot about. I remember when that came out, being pretty excited to throw it. And then we've got the Big Z Onyx, is how it's pronounced, right? It's not Annex, it's Onyx, which is another one that I've heard a lot about. Feels really good for forehands too. Not going to be as stable, I believe, as the Raptor, so feels like it'll be a good slot and just feels like a good disc. Like, excited to throw this one too. Really appreciative of them sending all these discs out to let me throw a whole bunch more molds that I know you guys have wanted as well. And then we got another Big Z Malta. They sent 2 of these. The disc feels good. I'm excited to get out and just like rip it and see what it does flat, see what it does on hyzer, see how it pushes. It feels really good in the hand. I typically don't like beaded discs, but this one like fits in this nook really, really well. So excited to throw this Malta too. Really, really amped on that. And then, like I told y'all, they just sent out some discs that they personally really like. Let me know if y'all have thrown any of these. We've got the Koi from Elevation. I've seen people with these things. They just like sit and like, this is wild. I can't imagine throwing this. But I've seen people throw it in tournaments, so I'm excited to go out and mess with it. I imagine it's just like scary green. You want to throw it up, you want to have it sit. So we've got the Koi, and then this one is the Interceptor, which feels like I could throw it a little bit more. I'm guessing that this is probably more of a mid, and this is more of a putter, if I had to guess. So excited to go out and throw these. They're like super floppy. Again, I'm sure that some of y'all have thrown that. And then the disc that all of you who are still here have been waiting for. The disc that I said is hands down the sickest disc in here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to get y'all a video of this too, with like no shadows and stuff. Oops. It is one of the new Z Flex Captain's Raptors. Look at this thing. Black with the like negative. So it's a clear disc that they blacked out but did their stamp in reverse. Oh my goodness. It's so incredible. I absolutely cannot wait to get out and throw this thing. I have been wanting one of these. I was gonna go and buy one. They told me they were sending this. I mean, look at this. Just look at that thing. It's so sick. So big shout out to them. So many discs. You guys have been seeing me throw their stuff for a while. My Keystones are lore. My Justice is lore. We've got some other lore discs in there that I throw. But obviously with throwing a whole bunch of new stuff, I haven't been able to have much from them. And so super grateful that they sent all of this out. And then I'm able to throw it. This is going immediately in the bag. It doesn't even matter. It's too pretty to not have in there. And even though it's black, I don't think I'll be losing it because it's such a good disc. We'll make sure that we throw this one on point. Friggin' incredible. Big shout out to Lore. Again, you guys go check them out and be looking forward to some videos with all of these discs as well, trying them out. I can't wait. See you on the next one.